I am disappointed in the Attorney General. He should not have recused himself.
President Trump doesn't let up in attacking his own Attorney General. Tweeting today, Attorney General Jeff Sessions has taken a very weak position on Hillary Clinton crimes. Tonight, a growing number of observers see an ulterior motive in the president so publicly criticizing, even humiliating Jeff Sessions.
It appears to me that the president's objective here is to force the resignation of Attorney General Sessions. That will then position him to ultimately force an end to the Mueller investigation.
Special counsel Robert Mueller has been investigating whether Trump's campaign colluded with Russia. Trump has criticized Mueller's investigation as a witch hunt. Normally, the president could instruct his attorney general to fire Robert Mueller. But because of his role in the campaign, Sessions recused himself from the Russia investigation. So if Sessions is forced out, Trump could appoint an attorney general who would fire Mueller. But there's a big debate tonight over whether President Trump and his new, presumably more compliant attorney general would have the power to fire Mueller.
The only way they can legally fire him is for cause. And Mueller hasn't done anything that justifies for cause. And so they have to create cause or ignore the regulations in order to fire him.
Trump reportedly has been looking for cause. He could cite a conflict of interest. Mueller's firm has represented members of Trump's family. But the Justice Department has already said that's not a conflict. Another potential conflict, 3 lawyers hired for Mueller's probe gave money exclusively to Democrats. But there could be another way to end Mueller's investigation.
A new attorney general could look at the Mueller investigation and say, in my opinion, it should be terminated because Mueller's come up with nothing to implicate the Trump campaign in criminal activity.
But if any of this happens, it could end up looking like the infamous Saturday Night Massacre of 1973. Richard Nixon ordered his attorney general to fire the Watergate special prosecutor, but his attorney general refused and resigned. Then his deputy attorney general refused and resigned. The third in line, Solicitor General Robert Bork, was willing and fired the special prosecutor.
After the Saturday Night Massacre, not only did some Democrats begin to talk about impeachment, but the public started to send telegrams to members of Congress saying that it's time Richard Nixon left the scene. You can actually see an effect on Richard Nixon's national popularity as a result of the Saturday Night Massacre.